The time is 11 o'clock on this late Thursday night, August 17th, 2017. It's time now for the Pair Channel sign-off news on this late Thursday night, August 17th, 2017. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. It is 11 o'clock, and just before I go off the air for the night, a summary of the overnight of the late night news headlines. Top story at the 11th hour is Spanish Prime Minister calls deadly Barcelona attack jihadi terrorism. Republican senators are striking back in Trump's public war awards. Top 2 officers in our sales aboard the U.S. has Fitzgerald to be disciplined for digital collisionity. Trump embraces a cultural war with call to preserve Confederate statues. What scientists hope for learn from the eclipse. As tropical storm Harvey moves west, the pressure likely to form by the weekend. Artie the deal Ghostwriter predicts Trump will resign. 10-year-old rape victim only gives birth in India. Deepening GOP split, Trump attacks Republican senators. Graham Flake as publicly intoxic. Steady pressure, Trump said, but the story doesn't add up. Trump ends plans for his council on infrastructure. Powerball jackpot stores at $510 million after no winner drawn. Phoenix mayor asks Trump to delay visit open for more sound judgment. Corporate America has drawn this red line. Pandering to tech Nazi isn't worth a tax cut. Wisconsin bill given $3 billion in incentives to the Foxconn advances. Former Corinthian students will get debt relief. President data of 1.8 million Chicago voters actually exposed by a vendor. The first animals evolved during the absolute worst time on Earth. Man experienced how demonstrated in 1962 solar eclipse gives warning to others. Total solar eclipse is gonna confuse animals a lot. Blood test finds cancer before symptoms start. FDA okays Pfizer drug for rare, fast killing type of leukemia. A new therapy may cure kids of peanut allergy. In Manchester, Hampshire, 344 Union Street, a confirmed building fire. Show news time is 11:02 p.m. and it took place 2 hours ago. And it is time now for a traffic and transit report. Beep! Let's study off on the MBTA, where on the subway system, it's looking good. And on the commuter rail, it's looking good. And the ferries, they are all looking good. Okay. Looking at hours and byways of no winging on this late Thursday night. Connecticut, 95 minutes southbound side, also for the Old Saybrook Stretch, Red Parkway eastbound side, also West Haven, Mass Pike eastbound side, also on Brimfield, 91 on the southbound side. It's slow around the Northampton Stretch. Mass Pike westbound side, slow between Oregon Airport down to South Boston, and up north, Vermont North Germany was on looking good. Peter, tell news time. 11:03 on this late Thursday night. It's time now for a weather report. And take a look at radar, and it shows a little line of rain showers around the Rocky Mountain, Vermont area. Raining west of Schenectady, raining west of the New York State area between Cairo and Kingston, raining southwest of Oneida, and rain showers just around the Croydon, Butts, and Newport and Sunderby and Edgemont areas in New Hampshire. And it is the one more night of letting the air move through from the windows while you're sleeping at night, but close those windows because it's going to be humid, wet, and cloudy tomorrow. Meanwhile, let us on top some Harvey. 13.0 to the north, 57.5 to the west. Max the same with at 40 miles an hour. Movement west at 18 miles an hour. Public advisory, Harvey during the Windward Islands and the tropical warnings in effect for Martinique, St. Lucia, Barbados, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and the tropical watch in effect for Dominica. A tropical storm watch in effect for Dominica. A tropical warning means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the water, and in this case within 12 to 24 hours. A tropical storm watch means that tropical storm conditions are possible within the watch area, and in this case within 12 to 24 hours. For storm information specific area, please put in product issued by National Meteorological Service. At 11 p.m. London Standard Time, the center of the tropical Harvey was located in latitude 13.0 to the north, 57.4 longitude to the west. Harvey is moving toward the west near 18 miles an hour to the westward motion, but a slight increase in port speed is expected over the next couple of days. On a forecast track, Harvey should move at the windward islands and into the eastern Caribbean Sea on Friday. Max sustained winds are near 40 miles an hour with higher gusts and so 3 minutes for possible during the next 48 hours. Charleston enforcement says outward is up to 60 miles, 95 kilometers above the center, and estimated minute center pressure is 1,005 millibars of 20.68 inches. And 12 zone glaciers are expected to first reach the lesser Antilles within the water area by early Friday, making outside preparations difficult and dangerous. 12 zone conditions are possible within the watch area Friday. And Harvey is expected to produce rainfall totals of 2 to 4 inches across portions of the Windward Islands from Martinique southward to Grenada, and these rains could cause life-threatening and flash floods and mudslides. And 2 more disturbances. Disturbance zone 1, John thunderstorm activity starts with an area of low pressure about 1,000 miles east of the Leeward Islands have changed little organization during the past several hours and have only a slight increase in the organization of the shower activity could lead to the formation of the tropical depression during the next couple of days before up-level winds become less favorable to the development of the next week. The low is expected to move west-northwest by 20 miles an hour during the next few days, and interested in the northern Leeward Islands should monitor the progress of the disturbance. Formation chance 4 hours, high 70%, formation chance in 5 days, high 70%. And disturbance on to the tropical wave will get over the far eastern Atlantic Ocean a few hundred miles west and southwest of the Cape Verde Islands and clear through the British system showers and thunderstorms. Gradual development of this system is possible for the middle of the next week while the waves move westward to west northwest at about 20 miles an hour. Formation chance 4 hours, low 0% formation chance for 5 days, low 30%. And taking a look at some spaghetti, Putz, and Harvey. All models are going to take it towards the Southern Caribbean Sea and go through Central America. One model, the CM2 model, will take it to the Gulf of Mexico towards Louisiana, which is a model, not a forecast. And Best 92L is going to take the track through, some tracks take it towards through Cuba, and after the Gulf of Mexico, one track takes it from the Navy model will take it through the Bahamas and around South Florida, and CM2 model will take the track northwest and curve northeast. These are models, not the real forecast. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we're going to have some podcast got about 600 degrees. Light south wind for Friday. Slight Chester showers and thunderstorms after 9 a.m. Thunderstorms produce heavy rain. Plus got about 600 degrees. Light south wind increasing to 5 to 10 miles in the morning. Chest pitch at 50%. New rain amounts to a quarter down an inch possible for Friday night. Showers likely to possibly a thunderstorm before 2 a.m. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 2 a.m. Most thunderstorms produce heavy rain. Patch bar wise. Clouds got about 70 degrees. South about 7 to 10 miles an hour. Chest pitch at 7%. New rain amounts between half to 3/4 inches possible for Saturday. Chance of showers and thunderstorms mainly before 9 a.m. Thunderstorms produce heavy rain. Patch of fog before 9 a.m. was most of but about 86 degrees. Southwest about 6 miles an hour. Chest pitch at 30%. New rain amounts less than 7 inches. High amounts possible thunderstorms for Saturday night. Podcast about 66 degrees. Southwest about 5 miles coming in the evening for Sunday. Sunday in most coast about 84, about 62 degrees. Monday, Sunday in most coast about 87, about 64 degrees. Tuesday, Sunday in podcast about 85, about 68 degrees. Chest pitch at 30%. Chance of showers. Wednesday, chance of showers. Wednesday, Sunday in podcast about 82, about 62 degrees. Chest pitch at 40%. And for Thursday, most of the sky about 80 degrees. And currently in Tonga, it's burning 57 and not minutes. First guys, and we have a temperature of 61 degrees. Humidity of 5%. And that's going to be for the Peter channel. Sign off news on this late Thursday night, August 17th, 2017. Peter James here. You have a good night with a good position, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the More Report. Good night. Right now, time now. It's 9 minutes after 11 o'clock on this late, right? First night, and the Peter channel will be signing off for the night. This viewers hope you have a good night with a good position, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good night.